Margan, even at the FM 103.5 Ogidi, as I'm not drawing qua, I can as low radio Mano, it will radio 103.5 Ogidi, even at the FM kilometer, over the boy, Nikagani, power.
Nothing now, morningstar. Angels.
Moment procedu agwaptal Maria.
Owetri meseni kenke monso.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Brastel sebru anonyeli. Edengos next tip moronine. Oja zingos mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chubu. Rebala ninja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Neju otibo wani ko sebru wa.
Kore mukisiku.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Brastel. Osebru anonyeli. Edengos next tip moronine. Oja zingos mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chubu. Rebala ninja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Okwe melaro.
Owebiyelani.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Gracia. Osebru anonyeli. Edengos next tip moronine. Oja zingos mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chubu. Rebala ninja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Jabalanya yo one nke Chukwu jaso. Ayo. Anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu kerie Gracia n'ihu dị anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwelarụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi nwere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'ịsa na ebo niile ruo ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'ịsa na ebo niile ruo ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'ịsa na ebo niile ruo ebe. Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere gara aga
Site n'ekpere nke Chukwu ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa.
ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ.
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
Ka Chineke dị ike niile gọzie ụnụ. Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere a bịara gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnori. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Mmuru Nnobi, 081 49 82 8254.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie is my name. The headlines. Presidency. Anambra APC sent strong message to Tinubu on his 71st birthday. 23 suspected internet fraudsters nabbed in Enugu. INEC issues certificates of return to Governor-elect Mwifu, 17 others. Niboro censors Ojubo over comments on Omagege factionalizing APC in Delta. Police in Edo confirm arrest of suspected kidnapper. US-Israeli tensions out in open. Now, details. Presidency. Anambra APC sends strong message to Tinubu on his 71st birthday. The leadership of the Anambra State APC on Wednesday, March 29th, rejoiced with the president-elect Bola Tinubu on his 71st birthday in a goodwill message issued in Oka. The party eulogized the leadership virtues of the former governor of Lagos State ahead of Monday, May 29th, handover ceremony. They urged Tinubu to ensure his administration embark on projects that will be of great benefit to Nigerians. The Anambra State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC has called on the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consolidate on the gains of the Muhammadu Buhari administration in order that his government would benefit the people of Nigeria. Reporters in Anambra noted that this was contained in a message issued in Oka on Wednesday, March 29, by the State Publicity Secretary of the party, Okelo Madukife, to congratulate Tinubu on his 71st birthday anniversary. We look forward in the Tinubu administration to an emphatic transformation with clear successes in security, education, and expanded economy that makes nonsense of the expression visa ban, even as we expect consolidation of the gains of the Buhari administration in foreign relations. We look forward to a balanced government in which the Southeast APC, which outperformed every other party in the zone, sponsors a competent Senate president nominated by its caucus and acceptable to all senators, as Tinubu takes up the mantle of Nigerian leadership in 60 days' time as president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. May Nigeria witness a period of self-actualization with compactable structures, better secured territories, successful economy, pride of citizenry, as defined by residents in the Constitution, and a complete elimination of colonial vestiges. 23 suspected internet fraudsters nabbed in Enugu. No fewer than 23 suspected internet fraudsters have been arrested in Enugu, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, said on Wednesday. The suspects, nabbed by the Enugu Zonal Command of the Commission, were apprehended along the Monarch, Emene, and Gulf axis of Enugu State, following actionable intelligence. EFCC spokesman Wilson Uwajaren, who disclosed this in a statement, identified the suspects as Ugwuanyi Innocent Kasiemobi, Emmanuel Chukwu Abu, Onyama Christian Arenze, Hyacinth Nnabike Emmanuel, Chibueze Augustine Oluebube, Ogbaraku Chidiebube, Obinna, Chibueze Stanley Onyekachi, Augustus Jeffrey Chimere, Ikechi David Faithful, and Okafor Collins Cheka. Others are Chimobi Chukwu Joshua, Onoha Miracle Oluebube, Udo Ugochukwu Stanley, Igbo Christian Ikenna, Nweke Kinsley David, Obinna Stanley Obunneme, Okocha Elisha Ewa, Nweke Cosmas Chidera, Justice Ayegbunam Mba, David Kinsley Nweke, Eze Henry Chiwetalo, Nweke Edwin Chibubem, and Ikechi David. Items recovered include 6 exotic cars, 1 Mercedes-Benz E350, 1 Lexus ES350, 1 Mercedes-Benz CLE, 1 Toyota Camry, and black Mercedes-Benz. Other items recovered are 43 mobile phones, 11 computer laptops, and charms. The suspects have made useful statements and will be charged to court upon conclusion of the investigation. INEC issues certificates of return to Governor-elect Nwifuru, 17 others. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC on Wednesday issued certificates of return to the Governor-elect Francis Nwifuru of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and 17 other members of the State House of Assembly that were elected during the election. The State Residential Electoral Commission REC, Mrs. Pauline Onyeka, while addressing stakeholders and people of the state at the INEC headquarters in Abakaliki, said that the commission will hold supplementary elections in 5 State House of Assembly constituencies and 1 federal constituency in Ebonyi State on April 15th. Onyeka noted that only 17 out of the 24 constituencies have their results announced and elections concluded. She said that 5 constituencies have inconclusive results, while 2 constituencies have issues which the commission is currently resolving. According to her, only 17 members elect will receive the certificate out of 24 due to inconclusiveness. 2 have issued to be corrected, while elections were declared inconclusive in 5 states constituencies, she said. She noted that the election for Iza North, Ishielu Federal Constituency was also declared inconclusive. The INEC National Electoral Commissioner in charge of Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo states, Kenneth Ukeago, however, handed over the certificates to Nwifuru and Deputy Mrs. Patricia Obila, as well as 17 other members of the House of Assembly. Responding, Nwifuru appreciated INEC for conducting a free and fair electoral process in the state the governor-elect Mwifuru promised that his administration will run an all-inclusive government. He promised that the people's input will be sought before taking critical decisions by his administration. Miboro censors Ojubo over comments on Omo Agege factionalizing APC in Delta. Former presidential spokesman and director of communications and media strategy of Delta APC campaign organization, Olurogun Iman Miboro, has described as issue of lies allegation by expelled APC chieftain Dr. Cairo Ojubo that Deputy Senate President and Delta APC governorship candidate Senator Ovie Omo Agege factionalized the party and did not carry everybody along, and that was why the party lost the March 18 governorship election in Delta State. Speaking on a television program, Miboro exposed how Ojubo chose the Senator Omo Agege and Chief Great Uburu faction of the APC to contest the governorship primary election of the party in 2019 because he believed it was the winning side. Miboro posted that it was only after he lost out that he began to wage a war against Omo Agege. Miboro, also a former managing director of the News Agency of Nigeria, explained that in 2019 the party had two factions, one led by the founding leader in Delta, Olurogun Otega Emo, and the other led by Senator Omo Agege and Chief Oburu. Before our reunification, the APC had broken into two, the mainstream APC led by Olurugun Emo and the faction that was led by Senator Omo Agege and Chief Great Uburu. I happened to be with the Emo faction. In fact, I ran for the House of Reps. Emo ran for Senate, but because of the crisis, we were outmaneuvered and we lost out. However, Ojubo was with us in 2019. In fact, our faction needed a candidate for governorship who's from Delta North. He was our candidate for the mainstream APC. We didn't support Uburu. We wanted equity. That look, we have accepted rotation of power in Delta State. It was Delta North's turn, and the next governor to come in to complete the remaining 4 years of the Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa administration, if we are to get him out, should come from his own place, Delta North, so that in 2023, which is now upon us, we can confidently back an Urobo, Delta Central person. But on the morning of the primaries, Cairo Ojubo called to say he was joining the Senator Omo Agege side. What he did, so he willingly joined the Senator Omo Agege faction then, and it was only after he lost out that he started his long talk about Omo Agege factionalizing the party, Miboro said. Police in Edo confirm arrest of suspected kidnapper. The Edo State Police Command late Wednesday confirmed the arrest of a suspected kidnapper identified as Usama Abubakar at Okada Junction, Uvie Northeast Local Government Area of Edo State. The command spokesperson, SP Shiri Mabuzo, said the suspect was arrested by Command's Rapid Response and Intelligence Unit on March 28. He said the police acting on credible intelligence on March 28. He said the police acting on credible intelligence arrested Abubakar 35 at Okada Junction and recovered one local cut-to-size gun from him. Shady also confirmed the killing of 3 farmers by gunmen suspected to be headers in Sobe community, Owan West local government state. He said the divisional police officer in charge of Sobe division reported on March 4th some armed men suspected to be headers stormed a farm settlement in Sobe and murdered about 3 farmers and abandoned their bodies at the farm settlement. Now we move over to the foreign scene. US-Israeli tensions out in open. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel responded defiantly on Wednesday to sharp criticisms from President Biden over his government's contentious judicial overhaul plan, declaring that Israel was a sovereign country that would make its own decisions. As weeks of quite diplomatic pressure burst into a rare open dispute between the allies, Netanyahu's opponent in Israel accused them of endangering the long-standing and critical relationship with the US that could harm the country's ability to face doubting security challenges, including Iran's nuclear ambitions. I have known President Biden for over 40 years, and I appreciate his long-standing commitment to Israel, Netanyahu said in a statement posted in English on Twitter, but he added, Israel is a sovereign country which makes its decision by the will of its people and not based on pressures from abroad, including from the best of friends. That is a sovereign country which makes its decision by the will of its people and not based on pressures from abroad, including from the best of friends. Netanyahu's remark, issued by his office at the unusual time of about 1 a.m. in Israel, came after Biden told reporters that he was very concerned about the events in Israel. The president's comments came after suggestion on Tuesday by the U.S. ambassador to Israel that Netanyahu would be welcome in Washington sometime soon. But Biden made it clear that a much coveted invitation was not about to be issued. When asked whether Netanyahu would be invited to the White House, the president replied bluntly, no, not in near term. The hand-right coalition led by Netanyahu has sought to assert more political control over Israel's Supreme Court, setting off the worst domestic crisis in decades. They cannot continue down this road. I have sort of made that clear, Biden said. Hopefully, the prime minister will act in a way that he can try to work out some genuine compromise, but that remains to be seen, Biden stated. The extraordinary exchange came after Netanyahu on Monday delayed his efforts to push the judicial plans through parliament to allow for dialogue, and hours after negotiating teams for the government coalition and the oppositions held a preliminary meeting hosted by Israel's most ceremonial president, Isaac Herzog. But Biden's blunt remarks indicated that the U.S. remained guarded about Netanyahu's plans and would wait to see the outcome of the negotiations in Israel in the coming weeks. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Presidency. Anambra APC sends strong message to Tinubu on his 71st birthday. 23 suspected internet fraudsters nabbed in Enugu. INEC issues certificates of return to Governor-elect Nwifuru, 17 others. Niboro censors Ojukwu over comments on Omo Agege factionalizing APC in Delta. Police in Edo confirm arrest of suspected kidnapper. U.S.-Israeli tensions out in open. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifanjuku Ekizie. Thank you for listening. Good evening.